What's up, y'all? It's Brian from East Coast Kelly's. I've never done tri-tip, so why not try to do it two ways in one cook? Special shout out to Mesquite Country Beef for some beautiful farm-raised tri-tip. These are smaller on the size of what I've seen elsewhere, but I think they're going to be packed with so much flavor, I want to be able to recognize it. We're going to also give a shout out to Red Mountain Barbecue Supply in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Went in and met these beautiful people there. Go give them a shout if you're riding along I-95. We're going to try some of Tuffy Stone's coffee rub and some of Bear & Burton's W sauce as our binders. And then you're going to need to stay tuned for how we're going to do the second one that's just a little bit smaller and should go a little bit quicker. So two ways. First one like a brisket, second one like a steak. Let's get started.
Okay, so everything I learned said to trim it just like a brisket, so that's what we did.
All right, y'all, so here it is. We've got that coffee rub on it, that Bear & Burton's. We've got our probe in. We're going to let it go about 225, just until it reaches about 165, and then we're going to wrap it just like a brisket. Okay, y'all. It's been right at about an hour. It's just below 250. I've got the wind coming at me, which there's nothing really I can do about that. Let's see what this thing looks like. Oh, yeah. She's looking good. It says it's got about another hour before it gets to that 160. I'm really digging the way this color's coming up on this and the way that fat cap is rendering down.
Okay, so quick trim. We're just taking off the silver skin and that hard, rigid fat.
So you'll see we're still dialed in right around 225. We're just about 2 hours in. Y'all take a look at that. Now she shrunk down a little bit, but that's okay. The color on this thing is on point and it looks delicious. Here's our second one. We're going to do more like a steak. That's got that 13-0 and that Unky's Fire Marshal buttery rosemary, and we're going to throw down some roasted corn. Let's get these bad boys wrapped up. All right, y'all. We just wrapped our tri-tip. You'll see that that's just the residual heat from the smoke that came off of it. Y'all take a look. Let's get that sun on there. Looks pretty good, right? We've got our corn roasting and our brisket. Look how juicy that is. And that thing is already getting it. This is going to be so good, y'all. So here is the first one. Again, this is our 13-0 and our buttery rosemary. You go against the grain. So if you'll notice the grain is going this way, we're going to cut this way. So we're going to cut into this one. We'll cut into it this way. And here in just a second, I'm going to have Jackson do a taste test of this. Y'all, look how juicy that is. Oh, yeah. Super juicy. This one we went to well done just because I wanted to. And I get it. If I was cooking it like steak, I'd probably have done more of a medium for me, but it's one big piece of meat and I can't cook one of it some way and another the other way. So I'm definitely digging that.
All right, so real quickly, you'll just see us unwrapping this from after we got it off the smoker. And this one definitely sliced a lot easier. Definitely loving that low and slow methodology here. You can tell it definitely cooked a little bit better. Did some homemade mac and cheese and some Texas barbecue rolls. There it is again before we wrapped it up. I just wanted to show you the glaze that Tuffy's coffee rub used. And again, that was right after we just put that other one on. Y'all got to do this. Special shout out to Mesquite Country Beef. Thanks again.